Hi there, it's Lucky Speaks again. It's story time this time. I'm just thinking about different occasions where there have been the odd altercation with police over whether or not they think I might have been speeding or something, and they've never been able to prove it. One time I remember I was back in the old days before the internet really got going in financial services. Basically, we still did stuff by paper, so applications and stuff. So I used to find it really interesting. If I did a load of work that week, and on a Friday or a Saturday night, I'd get in a nice car, drive down to the centre of Bristol, and hand deliver applications rather than put them in the post. And it gave me the opportunity to drive around, have a look at all the youngsters, all the young ladies wandering around. I was still young myself back then, so don't call me a pervo. Well, I know some of you will. But have a look around, see what it was about, and drive around the centre and then drive back. I used to take the long way around, a little route. Used to take me up through fish ponds and up into Downend and then back across to where I lived. So anyway, one night I'm doing this little round trip, and a police car is going the opposite direction towards Royal Hill as I come through, leading out on the road, pointing direction Staple Hill. And looked in the rearview mirror. I was in a 575. I looked in the mirror. I knew he was going to be following me, but I was stuck in a queue. There's all taxis and God knows what, buses and everything, late buses and everything else in front of me. So I wasn't going anywhere. But I looked behind me. The guy's doing a star ski behind me. Star skiing up, spins it round, and now he's hedge hopping up the line of traffic behind me. But like I said, I can't go any speed because I'm in a load of traffic. There's no overtaking, so it's just waiting for him to come up behind me. He gets right behind me. And one thing I noticed is that this police car, it's not a marked police car, and one of his headlights is out completely. So he's only got one headlight out of the two. And he's following me. So I think, okay, well, I'm not gonna stick bang on the speed limit. I'll do what I want. So I'm up, below, and all the rest of it. Never go very far, so nothing that he could actually sort of do anything about. We went all the way up the road, and eventually going to Downend. We get out onto I think it's Forest Avenue, which links up with Cleve Hill. It might be Cleve Hill Road actually. And as you drove into that part, which is just past the portcullis in Staple Hill, you sort of bear off to the left hand side, and that road, although it's quite wide, at night one side is always just chock-a-block with cars all the way down, so you end up with about quarter of a mile, eighth of a mile, quarter of a mile of just solid cars. So once you're out in the traffic going through the other end, they're waiting for you. They got no choice, there's nowhere to go, so they've got to wait for you. So I'm watching this copper behind me, hasn't stopped me or anything like that, but as I pull out to go round, I get to past the first cut of cars, next bit blues and twos behind me. So I think, right, I'm not having this. So I just slammed the brakes on, stopped dead where I was, got out of the car, walked back, before they could get out of the car, walked back, leaned in the window and said, "Can I help you with something?" "Get that effing car out of the way." I said, No, you've stopped me, presumably, I said, because you've noticed that your headlights are out and that you need my help pushing your car to the side of the road because you won't be able to drive it anymore till that light's fixed. Get the fucking car out of the way. So, no. You need to get the car, let's get your car off the road. I'm not going anywhere because I don't want to see you driving away in a car that's faulty. Because I know I ain't being funny. So they started having a row. I said, well, I ain't moving my car. Get stuffed. I said, if you touch the car, I've done nothing wrong. You touch my car and I'll have a row. I had no problem at all. You better phone your boss. So they got to get on the radio. In the meantime, obviously the traffic can't go anywhere. All the stuff behind them stuck. All the stuff at the other end can't come through because I'm stuck in the middle of the road. There's nothing to go. Of course, people are getting annoyed until they realise what I'm doing to the coppers. And I'm making them sit there. So first off, a couple of guys came up in another cop car, tried to talk to me, tried to be nice to me, tried to convince me to move my car. I said, no. If they'd have stopped me with a headlight out, you're guaranteed they'd have made me park my car. They wouldn't let me go any further. They'd have stuck me on. So no, you get it fixed or you don't go nowhere. Simple as that. I'm not having it. get it towed to Avon Street, where they've got a mechanics centre. So get it towed. I'm not moving, because if I move, I know you'll drive it, and that's illegal. So I don't want it. So I'm making this big fuss. They got the helicopter above us, flying over the top, having a look, everything. Anyway, we were there about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Eventually, the boss came out. A tow truck was called, and his tow truck turned up to take this car, pulled his car away. So, of course, as soon as they started looking it up, I said, "Oh, get out of your way now." I drove off as quick as I could. Wallop disappeared. Really pissed them off. So that was you know, a bit of interaction that night. But I used to get it all the time. I used to always be pulled over. Nice car, middle of the night. And because I don't really drink, I only drink in Vegas. I don't drink at all in this country. They could never get me on anything. So there'll be a few more stories coming, which I'll put in there. But that was just a really quick one where the local police were really upset. But it's long enough ago. I mean, it's a long time ago. The car was a 575. It was a long time ago. So they're not going to be able to pick me up on that one. So, okay, I hope you enjoyed that. If you do, subscribe, and I'll try and do some more. And I'll try and get better with this as I go along. So, thanks for watching.